So today we want to understand some basic concept related to theory of computation. In this video of series, we want to understand about recursive set, recursive enumerable set, recursive language, and properties of recursive and recursive enumerable languages. So all the concepts are related to theory of computation and especially with type 0 grammar. So first we want to focus our attention on the definition of recursive language. So the definition is what? A language is called recursive if language is accepted by Turing machine and output may be accepted or rejected and also follow halt condition. Apart, recursive languages and recursive enumerable languages both are parts of type 0 grammar because all these concepts are closely related with type 0 grammar. So first of all we must want to understand the basic concept of type 0 grammar. So let's see here. As per the diagram, we know that every grammar is based on some production rules, and these production rules are also commanded by a specific grammar. It means any grammar must have set of non-terminals, terminals, productions, and start symbol. So if we are talking about production rules, in that case a production rules in type 0 grammar must have to follow this specific condition. Apart, type 0 grammar also allow to generate two specific types of grammars. First is recursive language and second is recursive enumerable language. Both are is the part of type 0 grammar. But here a recursive language is subtle difference with recursive enumerable language. Why? Because recursive language only have to use for to accept or reject the results. It means recursive language also support halt problem. And suppose if you don't understand what is halting problem, you can watch my previous video based on halting problem. Apart, any type 0 grammar also generates recursive enumerable language. In that case, a recursive enumerable language also accept the condition of 1, 2, as well as in this recursive enumerable language a third condition also have what is no halt, undecidable or loop problem. It means what? In this recursive enumerable language, one third special condition that a machine will be in a specific situation. In that case, machine will not produce any proper results. Apart, one more specific notice what? Every recursive language is also recursive enumerable language, but recursive enumerable language not equal to recursive language. So the next concept, what is recursive set? So recursive set also known as decidable set or Turing computable set. The definition of recursive set is what? A set of natural numbers if there is a Turing machine that on given a number n, what? Case first, halts with output 1 if n is in the set. Second case, halts with output 0 if n is not in the set. So we can easily convert this recursive set into a meaningful recursive function like this. So what is the recursive function of recursive set? F of x equals to 1 if x belongs to n and 0 if x not belongs to n, where n is a natural numbers, and recursive function is allow only halt, condition may be accepted or rejected. But in the case of enumerable set, we can generate the function like f of x equals to 1 if x belongs to n, halt, 0 if x belongs to n, also halt, and third condition undecided if x not belongs to n, also known as no halt. And this recursive enumerable language or set also explain both halt and no halt problem. So please watch on a new concept. Again, focus our concept on the specific terms, closure properties of recursive languages. So recursive languages accept so many types of closure properties, but at this time we only have to focus on some specific condition like union, intersection, concatenation, kin closure and complement. So if we have two specific different languages, L1 and L2, and suppose we want to union these specific languages L1 and L2, in that case the union of two languages also recursive. In the same case, in intersection, the intersection of two specific languages also recursive. And in the case of concatenation, two specific set of language also concatenate and produce a result, also a recursive. In the case of kin closure, any language and the generated kin closure also produce recursive languages. And in the last, the complement of any language also produce recursive language. So one by one we fully understand the concept of closure properties of recursive languages. So first, union. If L1 and L2 two recursive languages, then L1 union L2 also recursive, because if Turing machine halts for L1 and L2, then it will also halts for the union of L1 and L2. So in this case, L1 have the specific language and condition, L2 have the specific language and condition, and suppose the union of these two specific language also recursive. In the case of intersection, two specific language L1 and L2, and the result of this specific intersection is also what? Recursive. Third case, concatenation. If L1 and L2 are two recursive languages, then their concatenation also a recursive language. So here L1 have suppose specific language condition, L2 have a specific language condition, and the concatenation of these two specific languages are in the form of these results. Next, kin closure. So if L1 is recursive, then its kin closure L1 star will also be a recursive language. So in this example, L1 have these specific inputs with this condition, and L2, so after applying the rules of kin closure, the new generated language is also a part of recursive language. And the last is what? Complement. So in the case of complement, if a language L1 is recursive, then its complement also be a recursive language. So in second part B, in the closure properties of recursive enumerable language. So in this case, closure properties of recursive enumerable language will be same as recursive language, but only in the case of complement. Recursive enumerable language not allow that complement of recursive enumerable language recursively enumerable. So dear, there are so many concepts in this Turing machine, especially in type 0 grammar. So if you understand my concept, please like and share. Thank you.